unlocked it and finished it. Like, Fear got it, Pro got it, Sigma got it, Chris got it. Not the day, but like within like the day after I got it, like the next like week, like everyone got that bounty given to them. I really want to go in with like bad jujus all ready to go, so we can get that big like Crucible screenshot of all 6 of us with like bad jujus in our hands. Oh look, Fogoth, your favorite.
Oh yeah, God. I'm just glad I finished the thing.
I've got bad shoes too.
Nice. I mean, there's only 3 exotic bounties that are casually given on the first tier, so it's gonna be Thorn, Bad Juju, or
Yeah, but before they upgraded
I picked Bad Juju for one reason only. It had a skull on it. That's the only reason I picked it. Oh, I've seen it. A lot of my crew has it. I actually saw it. It was the first gun from the new DLC I saw. On the Bungie's Facebook site. Like, they put a picture of it. It's actually the only shotgun I really want. Not just because it's 4 horsemen, but my 4 best players in every guild's called the 4 horsemen. Or the 4 horsemen. Death, war, pestilence, and famine. Tim's pestilence, by the way. Kai was war, but he stepped onto the PS4 on GTA. Go for it. It's exotic though, right? Or is it legendary?
It's exotic.
That's what I thought, yeah.
One pellet from this on a check just did 981 damage.
Nice. I'm going to inspect you though just to show everyone on the show. So the gun he's talking about, we're all talking about right here. And I'm sure if you're a heavy player in this game, you know which one he's talking about. Is this one right here. The 4th horseman, not the 4 horsemen. But that's okay. I mean, you can call either or. To me, the reason I like this gun also is I always loved the Jacob guns in Destiny or in Borderlands because they had like the wood with the engravings on them. I really like that kind of retro feel in the futuristic games like this. Oh, I'm so glad that we finished that Thrall one for you too.
Yeah. I gotta get that second choker mod because that gets more range.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the comedian here. No, 2 to the morgue for a bit to work on that one.
Once we get close to Fogoth, we'll switch him back.
They know we're here. I'll get to work.
Like stand right next to
Oh, that's right. I was doing this with my Titan earlier. I'm like, wait, I should be playing my Titan. Damn it! I should have switched to my Titan. Can I switch to my Titan right now? No, because all my guns are in my inventory and I gotta switch them back over. Damn it. Whatever. I might as well warm up with my Hunter before we go into the Crucible with him. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could take my Titan into the Crucible as well, because she is going to be my Crucible fighter more than probably my Hunter.
Holy purple ammo all over the freaking place.
Where?
For me.
I know.
Yeah, and right now in the Vanguard Quartermaster, I could get another Harm's Blade, but it would have void damage, so I can still use it.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah, this has void damage too, that's why I like it. This was going to be the gun I had to do Thorn with till I got Anthion's Epilogue. I'm actually glad I got 2 Visions of Confluence, though. Like I said, I don't want to shift my Legendary, so now I've gotten 2 Anthion's Epilogues and 2 Visions of Confluence.
I really want another swarm.
how the fuck did that happen? It's a misadventure.
Did you throw a grenade out?
Yeah.
You got thrown into a wall.
Oh, you got meleeed into a wall. Yeah, because of environmental damage.
Wow.
The wall did a lot. When you get bigger, it'll throw you into a wall.
Yeah, the shielders. What do you think they're going to call the next playlist for House of Wolves?
I don't know.
I really don't like the rock one. They went like all animals and then they switched to rock. It was kind of weird. I like, I think I'm gonna nickname Dragon's Breath the Blunt. Because it looks like a big fucking blunt. My rocket launcher, it looks like a big fucking blunt. On my back, it looks like I got a giant blunt. It's even smoking. Oh, this bitch is mine.
There we go, Star. Look.
Oh, nice. Smoked that. Blunt.
Gates opening.
Well, now, what do you think about them reevaluating the way you shift weapons? The digital buttons are good for dancing, but what if you could actually use, like, somehow, like, a button combo that would allow you to switch between your, like, primary and secondary? Like, you could choose, instead of having dancing and pointing and sitting, you could have, like, up shifts your primary, down shifts your secondary. I mean, it'd be complicated. Yeah. But the thing, too, is it only takes a long time if you're in a lot of combat. If you're just sitting there quietly and there's no combat going on, you know, you step back a little bit away from all the enemies. Dude, I love my infinite throwing knives. Oh, nice. I just got a Eris bounty for that. Precision kill on Hive. Yeah, if my throwing knife does a precision kill, it regenerates instantly, and I have 2 of them, so I can, if I do headshots close up, like on Thralls, I can precision kill like 20 or 30 in a row sometimes. Just my throwing knives, which really helps with that 7 in a row bounty. Like, that's not a hard problem anymore with my hunter.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've completed that Donnie yet on the chat.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning up for that Vault of Glass. That was actually pretty good. You know, we had to do it a couple times there, but that last run, Sigma's right, only took us 2 teleports. 2 or 3. I'm going to say 2 to 3 because I know it wasn't more than 3, but I wasn't sure if it was 2. And, you know, that's what it's about. You know, like I said, all we got to do is work on the arguing and the confusion and really set it. Even if 3 people that are good with the relic go through, 1 should be guaranteed to be the priority, you know. That's a real big thing with me. I've noticed, like, people go through and they spend like 5 minutes arguing about who should have gotten it, who got it, you know. Especially on a hard raid. Hard raids isn't the time to experiment and practice. That's the time to let the best with each position do their thing. And then we do the normal for practice. Normal's where you're like, hey, I've never done the relic, let me try. And we're like, okay, whatever. Let's let him try 2 or 3 times with the relic to learn. Because if you don't let your players get better, you stay a weak team. There's no I in team, just in my penis.
Oh, watch out.
Yeah, don't just go it, otherwise you just
Enrages all the wizards. Every time you kill it, more and more enemies come out with more aggro. No, go for it. I stay here and keep the door open as a route, so the door stays open. If we all go through, it seals. So that's all. I mean, if on a higher level or Nightfall, you have to kind of do this strategy, but on even like the original level of Strike, like 12 or 13, I just like to stay back here as a route. And if you're wondering what a route is, it's that person that's there, so there's no the last man standing. And it's more important to be a route. You're a route if you're on something with revive counter. You're a combat medic if you're on like a hard. What's weird is every time I back up, there's smoke that comes by my character from the back. It's funny. Looks like I'm farting.
wow.
Because of the rocket launcher. Oh, he's smoking. Now, when it comes time to go pro league tournament circuit too, one thing that's really big with us is the fact that we have to make sure that time zones. some people just can't put the time in because of the time zone they're in. So if you guys are all like European and you're like way different time zones and you're like going off the air when us United Statesers wake up, you may want to be on our UK team. Same goes for our Japan team and things like that. We even have an East Coast, Midwest, and West Coast team. Not that you can't be on the worldwide team. It's just about being able to devote time. You know, when I get up, you know, at 9 and in the morning at 6 p.m. for, you know, the UKers or some shit, if they want to be on the worldwide team, they're going to have to stay up all night practicing and playing. Fogoth, where the fuck are you? Okay. Smoke that smoke wagon blunt. Yeah, I mean, basically what I want to do is I want to do the vault next week on, like, normal and hard, and then if we do good, then the next week I'll start Crota. People that are experienced come with, but just realize there'll be a few novices, and we're going to do Crota on normal first, of course.
Well, you want people to be 32 for Crota hard.
Well, yeah. No, well, not 32, because that means they've already done it a bunch. At least 31 and experienced with Crota is fine. If they're 32, they've already done Crota a bunch, and they've, you know.
That's kind of, I've tried it on 31.
Well, since I've got people that do it on all 30s and then like 2 hours to 4 hours in our crew, other people are going to argue with that, you know. I mean, hell, Pro did the first like chunk by himself today with his like 30. Yeah, like I said though, you're saying that. I got people to come into the chat and say otherwise, so it's you know, personal experience, personal feelings, personal opinion on that. Anyone who's 32 has already done it on hard a bunch, you know, or normal on bunch and got all the good gear. But I wasn't gonna do it on hard. I just did the vault on hard for the first time, and it took, you know, 3 days. So. I just said though, you're not listening. I'm not gonna do it on hard.
I know.
Until I can do the vault on hard in more than fucking 7 hours, in less than 7 hours. Until I actually do Crotas on normal 5 or 6 times, I don't plan on even attempting it on hard. But, you know, I guarantee that if Sigma or Pro here, you say that, they're going to be like, that's bullshit. I can do it on 30, no problem, yada yada. So, like I said, it's experience. It's experience and skill. Maybe you can't do it unless you're 32 or your crew, but everyone's got a different, you know, different experience with that. And, you know, I got people that say they can do the vault of glass on hard in 40 minutes with their 2930s team. You know, I got other people that, you know, everyone has their own experience and own flow with that. I don't have any attempt to really grind out the Crota on hard. I'll probably wait and do that once the House of Wolves comes out. Because I'm trying to grind up 3 characters, all their guns and all their gear, and do the, like, just get Crotas done easy. But like I said, I gotta get the Vault of Glass down on hard before, you know, ever even attempt to do Crotas on normal. I want to get my 6 exotics, like, full skill treed up. I want to get, like, all 20 of my legendaries I'm working on full skill treed up before I even try Crota. Preferably. But, you know, because I was an alpha tester, I've also got like 5 tickets to the Osiris, you know, challenges. So when that opens up, bounce into that some. Oh, this one's easy. Nice. This one was so hard the day the game came out, like the first week. Like, everyone was having such a hard time with it. And now, like, I know a spot where you can just sit and, like, no enemy can hurt you. It's pretty funny. Ah!
They patched that one spot where you stood underneath the...
I never used that spot. I know better spots than that. Yeah, I know. They patched it a long time ago. Yeah, I don't look for those cheap areas like that. You know, you don't get better. You might finish it, but you don't get any skill, you know. Like I said, I play for money in real world, so cheesing an easy victory just